So today now we will discuss
Converse of midpoint theorem.
Converse of midpoint theorem. Converse means its statement will be different. The thing which is given, we have to prove. And the thing which we have proved yesterday in midpoint theorem, we have assumed it to be given. This is what is called converse of midpoint theorem. According to midpoint theorem, the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is half and parallel to the third side. And from converse of midpoint theorem, a line passing through the midpoint of any one side of a triangle means if ABC is a triangle, if ABC is a triangle, P is the midpoint of AB and a line is passing through P. Line passing through the midpoint of any one side of a triangle parallel to the other side will also bisect the third side. In that two midpoints of two sides, P and point Q are the midpoints of ABSC given, and we have to prove that PQ is parallel to BC in midpoint theorem. But in converse of midpoint theorem, a midpoint is given, line is parallel given, and third line also must pass through the midpoint of. Third statement is that this line is passing to the midpoint of the third side. So what is the statement? A line passing through the midpoint of any one side of a triangle parallel to the other side will also bisect the third side. Is that clear to you? Line segment passing through the midpoint of any one side, either AB or BC or AC, and its midpoint. The line PQ is passing through the midpoint P of line segment AB. So a line segment passing through the midpoint of any one side of a triangle parallel to the other side means it has two properties already. It is passing through the midpoint of one side and is parallel to the other side. Line segment passing to the midpoint of any one side of a triangle parallel to the other side will also bisect the third side. So first of all, we will write what is given to us. So a line segment passing to the midpoint means PQ is the line segment passing to the midpoint P of any one side AB of triangle ABC. So it is given that AP equals to PB and parallel to the other side means PQ is parallel to BC. These two things are given to prove will pass through the midpoint of third side. Bisect the third side means pass through the midpoint of third side. It divides the third side into two equal parts. EQ equals to QC and we have to prove this. AQ equals to QC. And for this, we have to do the construction. How will you prove that AQ equals to QC? For this, we have to use the properties of congruency, for which we have to do some construction work. What should be the construction? We have to produce PQ again, like we have produced PQ to prove the midpoint theorem till a point R, such that this time we have to prove that AQ equals to QC. This time we have to prove that AQ equals to QC. So produce PQ to QR such that this QR becomes equal to PQ. Is that clear to you? The construction is produce PQ to R such that QR equals to PQ. So first we will write proof, and then we will prove the congruency of triangle AQP and triangle CRQ.
Sir, may I tell?
Identify the sides and angles which are equal. And first write the names of triangle for which you have to prove the congruency. In triangle AQP and triangle CQR, angle
AQP
angle CQR
equals to, yes sir,
PQ equals to QR. Write the reason also. Vertically opposite
angles.
And PQ equals to QR. Why?
so because we have drawn QR such
From
construction like this.
From construction.
Yes.
And this angle APQ equals to angle CRQ. Is it correct?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Why?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Why is it correct?
Sir, because they are
alternate angles.
Why are alternate angles equal? Alternate
So
angles.
because the line is
Which
parallel.
condition?
So when the lines
So
are
because
parallel.
the lines are parallel.
Which two lines are parallel?
So PR and
So
BC.
AB is parallel
The
to
PR and
RC.
BC.
AB is parallel to RC. Where is it given?
So PR is parallel to BC.
You are saying that angle APQ equals to angle CRQ. Why are they equal?
So because
Alternate
PR
interior
is equal
angles.
to BC.
Alternate interior angles are equal only when the lines are parallel. Which two lines must be parallel?
So PR and BC should be
PR
parallel.
is equal to BC.
PR?
So PQ.
So PQ must be parallel to BC.
So, and where is the transversal? If PQ is parallel to
AC.
where is the transversal?
Then AP should be parallel to RC.
AB should be parallel to RC. Otherwise, these two angles cannot be equal. To prove that angle APQ equals to angle QRC, first we have to prove what?
BPRC is a parallelogram.
Huh?
So BPRC is
equal
a
to RC.
parallelogram.
First we have to prove that AB is parallel to RC only. So whenever there is interruption between the proving, as we have proved two properties only. Angle AQP equals to angle CQR, vertically opposite angles. PQ equals to QR from construction. But third thing, which is we are not able to find. Third angle. You are saying that angle APQ equals to angle CRQ, but why? It is possible only when AB is parallel to RC. This is also not given. Means first of all, we have to prove that AB is parallel to RC by using the given things. AP is also given equal to PB. AP is equal to given equal to PB. And PQ equals to QR, we have assumed. But it is not helping us to prove that PB is parallel to RC. First, we have to prove this PB parallel to RC to prove that AB parallel to RC. When AB becomes parallel to RC, PR is the transversal. When this AP becomes parallel to RC and PR is the transversal. So these two angles are then called alternate interior angles and they are equal. This is the alternate interior angle axiom. So before using this, we have to prove that AP is parallel to RC. So how will you prove that AP parallel to RC? We have to think this. So if AP is produced, it produces up to AB and PB is also a part of this. And if we prove that PB is parallel to RC, when it is given that PQ is parallel to BC, so on producing PR also becomes parallel to BC. When PQ is parallel to BC, it is given na. So PR will also be parallel to BC. Now can you prove that this PR is equal to BC? Then only PBCR will be a parallelogram. So how to prove that PR is parallel to BC? Think about this only. So clearly, if we assume that if we have constructed QR equals to PQ, this is not working. So we can do one more thing. For construction, there must be a change. Construction is produce PQ to R such that this CR is parallel to BP. Okay. Produce PQ to R such that CR is parallel to BP. So in this way, we can understand what we should construct before the proving. First, take an idea, produce PQ to R such that QR equals to PQ, but this idea is not working. So produce PQ to R such that CR is parallel to BP. Now we will check, will this idea work or not? So in quadrilateral PBCR, look at this. It is given that PQ is parallel to BC. It means PR, which is obtained by producing PQ, will also be parallel to BC. And BP is parallel to CR. It means what? if PR is parallel to BC and BP is parallel to CR, what does it conclude? Does it not mean that PBCR is a parallelogram? In quadrilateral, PBCR, PR is parallel to BC. Reason? PQ produced to R is parallel to BC. As it is given that PQ is parallel to BC, so PQ produced to R will also be parallel to BC. Understood? And BP is parallel to CR. Reason? From construction. Is that clear to you? Are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the conclusion then? Not only yes, sir. If two opposite sides, if both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, means what? In a quadrilateral, if two pairs of parallel sides are there, it means what?
It is a parallelogram.
Who is a parallelogram?
The PBCR.
PBR.
PBCR is a parallelogram, and reason is opposite sides are parallel. If both the opposite sides are parallel, then PBCR is a parallelogram. And if PBCR is a parallelogram, PB equals to CR. Is that clear to you? Opposite sides of parallelogram are?
Yes.
But PB is given equal to AP. This is, means AP equals to CR. So now we can easily prove the congruency between triangle AQP and CQR. Is that clear to you? So we write the name of these two triangle in triangle AQP and triangle CQR as AP equals to PB given and PB equals to CR. Can you tell the reason of this? PB equals to CR. Huh?
Yes, sir. Sir, as BP, FP is the midpoint.
Opposite sides of parallelogram PBCR are equal to each other. That's why. Nothing is given about this. We have proved before this that this PBCR is a parallelogram and opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Therefore, PB equals to CR. And assume this to be equation 1, this to be 2, and combining 1 and 2, what will you get? PB equals to AP and PB equals to CR means what?
AP is equal to CR.
One of the side is of triangle AQP. Which side?
AP.
AP as it is equal to PB. And one of the side is of triangle CQR as it is also equal to PB. So AP equals to CR is the first side, which is equal. AP equals to CR. Okay. Then this time PB is parallel to CR, we have assumed, constructed. That's why angle APQ equals to angle CRQ are the alternate interior angles and they are equal. Is that clear to you? Angle APQ this angle APQ equals to angle CRQ. Reason? Alternate
angle.
But alternate angles are all angles only when sides are parallel. Which two sides are parallel? We have to mention. Alternate angles are equal as this PB is parallel to RC. Understood? PB is when produced, it is the part of line AB, na? So they are parallel to each other. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
So the third, this angle equals to this angle. Angle AQP equals to angle CQR as they are vertically opposite angles. Clearly, triangle APQ is congruent to triangle triangle QCR, and so AQ equals to QC. Corresponding part of congruent triangles are congruent, hence proved. Is that clear to everyone? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So now solve it yourself and send me now.